Well, hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. I am going to be doing a viral potato hack with you, so let me explain. Mandolin, please use the guard. And I was slicing potatoes. I now have them in cold water. I'm going to rinse them, but this is how thin you will get them. I'm going to drain all the starch off, so I have this out, and we're going to make a viral potato hack in a cupcake tin. So I just wanted to show you what I did so that I didn't bore you. I'm using red skin potatoes because I have some to use up, and I used the mandolin with the guard because you don't want to lose a finger or two. And then you just slice it over a bowl and you'll get super thin potatoes. So I'm going to rinse them and we're going to get ready to make this. I didn't want them to stay sitting in the air too long because potatoes will turn brown. And look at all that starch on the bottom of the bowl. Can you see that? So I'm going to do one more rinse then because these are red skin potatoes. You can use any potato you have, Idaho, whatever you want. I am just going with the red skins because I want to use some up. Give these another quick spray. So it should look like about this size, maybe a little bit thinner. Some will get thin and they'll just rip, but that's okay, you can still use them. Okay, that seems good to me. I see some people do all kinds of things with potatoes, and if you know, I'm down for anything potatoes because I just love them. And I'm sure you can do this for the holidays as something different. So let me get some paper towels. Try this up first, and then I'm just going to double this. I'm going to semi-pat my potatoes dry. Make sure you have cupcake tin out, some butter out. I will tell you all the ingredients as we go along. Okay, now I'm just going to let these go like this for a few minutes with the paper towel on it. Just to dry them off a little bit. Okay, so we'll just let that sit like that. Let me move this. These are extra thick pieces with which, if you want an idea, you can put one of the thicker ones on the bottom if you want, so they don't burn. If you don't want the bottom that crispy, you're going to have to keep turning them, but I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get a microwave safe bowl, or you can get out a pot. We're going to do, my good, half a cup of butter. Right in the bowl. And about a tablespoon of real garlic. So, let me see. I'm going to peel a couple fresh garlic cloves, and then I'm going to use my garlic chopper. Okay, so if you like extra garlic, use extra garlic. I am most likely going to be using 4 garlic cloves. So let me find my garlic press and a knife to whack them. Make sure you always take the root end off. So let's do that first. So this could be something you do for Christmas. It could be something you could just do for breakfast on the weekends. Let's get rid of this. We're going to give them a quickie whack. Don't mix that in. And it just peels way easier. And this is super fresh garlic. You always know because it gets sticky and sticks to your hands. Don't mind my voice. I kind of lost my voice yesterday. But I wanted to hop on and share this. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I will say this again in case I did. You're going to put these in the oven in a cupcake tin. If you don't want your bottoms getting too crispy, you're going to want to turn them over. But I will show you that as the time comes. So we want to start by preheating our oven to 325. You're going to heat your oven to 325, like 20 minutes, and then you'll take it up to about 350. Like I said, you can do this in the microwave or in a pot. If you don't like garlic, just omit it. Or if you're allergic to it, just omit it. Okay. Scrape it off the bottom. I love garlic, so I don't waste any of it. Okay, there is the garlic. Now, you can use dried thyme. I think I'm going to use a little bit of both. I'm just going to use a fresh sprig in, which in case you don't know about thyme, you just drag it down. And it comes off. So I'm going to do a little fresh thyme and some dried thyme. So there's my one fresh. You don't have to. You can just use all dried. Let's get this back into the water. I just have some sage and thyme in my little jar. Okay. Let's get out. We need thyme and dried thyme and parsley. Okay, so I found my curly parsley that I grew in the garden. So you want about a tablespoon of flat leaf parsley or curly parsley, doesn't matter. But this is how I do it when it's fresh homegrown herbs that maybe I didn't take a stem off of. Fresh is always best. So approximately a tablespoon of parsley, because you're going to be coating a lot of potatoes. And then I have some dried thyme. Some of it on the top is just the stems from my garden. So I'm going to go below it. And I'm just going to eyeball my thyme to equal out to a tablespoon. Okay, perfect. I made a mess, but it's all good. You're going to need a teaspoon of salt. Right in. And some pepper. Okay. I'm going to put our little mixture in the microwave until it's all melted. Okay, that's what it looks like, which is amazing. It smells so good in here. I added another little tiny piece of butter. So if you have a brush like this, that will definitely come in handy for you. And then fresh Parmesan cheese. Parmesan Reggiano, you could use Parmesan. I'm using Parmesan, that's what I found. And let me cut it open. So there's not like a boatload of work. Let's see if it peels apart. Just a few steps, but you'll love it. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you have to spray your pan. I'm gonna use olive oil. You can use avocado oil. Okay. And then what you want to do is, I might have extra potatoes, but you want to do, put your potato in there. See if you can see that. Every stack of 3, you want to put on a little bit of your liquid and some Parmesan Reggiano or just Parmesan. Now, you could do it that way, or you can just add Parmesan, mix it all together, and then do your layers if you really want me to be honest with you. So every 3 layers, put your Parmesan. And the reason why I think it's kind of best when it's all mixed is because you don't lose a boatload of your cheese. So you make sure you're seeing this, because you're seeing the empty part. And then you go in with another 3. When you use a mandolin, sometimes you might get some goofy potatoes, but that's okay. Go in with the next 3. Just push it down. I guess as many as your cupcake tin will allow. Whoops. Just like so. And then you do some Parmesan. So if you have kids, this is a good little thing to make with them together. And that's that. I will do another one with you. Like I said, I may have peeled quite a bit of potatoes. However you can get them to fit, just put them in there. Take your herb, garlic, butter mix, and get it all in there. To your next layer of 3. your Parmesan cheese, unless you can stack. If yours are deeper, you can stack more. But I'm just making a few just to show you for the video purpose. These are going to be so good. Parmesan cheese. And that is how that's done. I'm not going to bore you. Let me show you. That's how you do that. Don't worry if they don't seem like they don't fit the best. Just push them down in and continue. Oven 325. You're going to pop these in for 15 minutes. Then you're going to bump it up to 350. And then I'll show you what that looks like. Let me get these filled, or at least maybe 6, because I did extra potatoes for a separate recipe. So let me do a few more. I just wanted to show you this as well. If you wanted to get like a little assembly line going, I put 3 down. Then you could go in and zhuzh them with that yummy goodness. And then do your Parmesan and then your other 3. Just as a little assembly line. Okay, so that's what they look like. I'm going to put a little extra cheese. The end ones, I was able to get an extra layer on there. We're just going to go over it with some parm. And that's it. We're going to put it in the oven. 325. It's preheated. See, you could tell these are a little bit more fuller. I'm going to use the rest of those potatoes, I think, in some scalloped potatoes, but that's what they look like. 325, 15 to 20 minutes, and then you're going to bump up the oven to 350 for like 10 minutes. But I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, so my timer just went off, and I wanted to say this very quickly because I think I goofed in the beginning. So you're going to put it in the oven 375 for 20 minutes, and then you're going to raise the temperature to 425 for 15 minutes. So let's take these out and let's see what they look like. I'm going to bring this cookie sheet over so I can sit it right on there. And voila. The other thing, look at how great they look. The other thing you can do is, see, I rinsed my potatoes. It's just me. But once you pat them all dry, you throw the potatoes, your butter, and all your herbs in the bowl, mix it all up, then put it in, and then every 3 layers to your cheese, because that's the only thing. I might have to soak my pan. But let's take a look. Let me get under here. Look at that. Oh, absolutely amazing. Let me get a plate. I'm just going to put them on a paper plate. You can use tongs to get it out. But this is viral potato hack. You'll love it. Okay, like I was saying, sorry, my son just came in. I'm going to try to get these out. And I'm just going to sit them on a paper plate, but you can make these for Christmas. You can make them as a breakfast. There's what the bottom looks like. There's the top. So, an amazing viral potato hack. I'm going to get them all out. I probably should be using tongs, but I'm not. They pop right out. You could do these with just eggs. You can use a deeper pan and make the layers higher. But I think it's amazing and wanted to share it. Use it as even little hors d'oeuvres. So let me get them out. These are steaming hot, so don't try to take a bite as soon as you take them out. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna try one, but I gotta let it cool for a sec. Okay, I figured I would give you an up close look at them. And now, let me get a knife. But you can pick these up with your fingers and eat them, but I'm not going to because I literally just soak it out of the oven. And be careful because they're going to be piping hot. You can have a dip on the side. Let's go for this. Listen to that crunch. All it is just layered potatoes. So I'm going to mangle one just because I want to not use my fingers. But that's okay because it's me eating it. Oops, I'm making a mess out of mine. These are so good. If you have patience and you let them cool, like I said, you can just pick them up and eat them with your fingers. But there is the viral potato hack. Try it. Use it at the holidays or as a little appetizer. You can make a dip on the side. You'll love it. Thanks, friends. I'll see you in the next one.